Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. Can you imagine starting multiple conflicts on your own home turf, sending Marines after American citizens, okay, kidnapping people, that whole thing, while also trying to get involved in a conflict that's none of our business, using the exact same playbook, even the same players talking about noodle who, okay, to convince us that we need to get involved because they feel like they have big booms. All of the intel says no, they don't. They said no, they don't. Intel from all the countries say no, they don't. And we got a bunch of 80-year-old men that are like, yeah, but our feelings, we feel like maybe we should do this anyway and just send a bunch of people that aren't related to us to go sacrifice themselves for it. Okay? Imagine doing that and having someone pop up and go, someone give him a Nobel Peace Prize. I hope someone nominates him for a Peace Prize after he starts conflict within his own country and around the world. Like, that's them. That's their culture, darling. Speaking of their culture, did you see the little gift we got just in time for Juneteenth? That judge, I believe it was William Young, who officially ruled that anti-woke is just Ray. I mean, we knew that. We knew that, but I love that we got that little tidbit, that little present just in time for Juneteenth that, yes, the folks running around, funnily enough, it's the people who consider themselves Christianes, all right? Those are the ones that love to run around going, woke, CRT, so great. The courts have confirmed what we already know, what we've already said, which is that you are. Yeah, you are. Okay, there we go. Now, do not feel bad for these people that are buying that foam. Did you see that? The gold foam, like the thing that's obviously AI generated. You remember those crystal cups that everyone was like buying it and then you bought it and it was a P of you know what, a POS, right? That's this foam thing. The markup is fake as okay, it's so obvious. The AI generated photos, the specs don't make sense, the service doesn't exist, and people are already buying it and then complaining because it's not working. They're getting overcharged. They're paying a fee for a service they don't even have yet. The phone didn't arrive. The service isn't turned on. How come they're being charged? At this point, we don't feel bad for y'all. We're just watching y'all going, and you're still buying his shit. And you think he's not personally profiting off of any of the things with his face on it that he churns out every 2 weeks, right? That's going, what, to feed children? Where do you think that money's going? How many billions of dollars has he personally become richer since this last term? Like, it's right in their faces, and they're sitting around going, no, he's sacrificing for us. Okay, all right. They gave their influencers and all of their people the talking points to try to convince us that we should want to get into this conflict. Okay, that country can't have a big boom. The problem with that, again, I said it last night, is that many of us remember the last time they used that playbook and said, hey, we know the intel says they don't have a big boom, but we feel like they do, so we're going to go anyway. And us millennials, we were too young last time to really have much to do with it, but this time we're like, yeah, hell no, we're not falling for that again. You're even using the same faces, the same players, and the same script. Come on. So now their influencers, the ones that haven't fled the ship yet, are trying to push that, hey, we can't let them have big booms, and darling, keep trying. All right, we don't care. They're not worried about us. They're worried about Izzy. If we stay out of it, they'll leave us alone. If we get into it, that's when we have a problem. See, they're doing that self-fulfilling prophecy-ish, where they're like, they're going to come get us. No, they're not, but they will if we start some shit. Then we're going to be on their shit list, but that would be y'all's fault too. You know, good luck. Godspeed. Like I said, MooGAs, clap, clap, clap. No regrets. Go sign up. Get ready, get suited and booted. Okay, I hope you're clapping on that plane on the way over there. Thank you for your sacrifice. Did you see the part where Tucker Carlson was questioning? I mean, the whole thing where he goes after Cruz is great. And like I said, the red rats are still red rats. Okay, we have not forgiven them. We are not accepting them back. We're just enjoying watching them tear each other apart as the ship goes down. And the prominent ones realize that they need to secure their own sphere, because when this goes down, they can either go down with him or they can separate themselves. So the ones that are smart are trying to separate themselves now by turning coat and all of a sudden using the same tactics back on their own people. And I love to watch it. Okay. So he sat there questioning him about Izzy. Like, oh, so why? So the government is, so you believe that the Bible tells us that we need to protect the government of this place? You know, like it was just, no, that's not what I mean. So what's that? Action committee? What is that? A foreign lobby that's paying our people? Like, go ahead, dude. I mean, I still don't like you, but go ahead. Keep exposing it. Keep putting it out there. Bring another one in. the Bible tells me we need to protect that place. Like, okay. So here's my point, though. If that's the land of God and God's chosen people and everything, and that's under his protection and his specialness, then how come it's up to everyone else to defend it? How come it's that special and that chosen, but he can't do anything? America, a country that's been around for what, 250 years? Is the one that that was in the Bible. A country that didn't exist yet was the one that's going to have to stand up for this. Come on. I love it. I love it.